Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are about to be crusaded on. That launches in 3 months. We do need to deal with this independence faction for sure. This guy's already considering a proposal from us. Maybe we already dealt with that last episode. But we do need to extort our subjects here. Actually, I think I proposed a marriage to this guy like off camera immediately after I finished the episode. We'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. So now we'll go ahead and extort our subjects. We definitely want to get ourselves some cash for this war. There's no doubt about that. Everyone will pay. We need all the cash that we can get right now. And yeah, our daughter betrothed to his son. Perfect. So that deals with that independence faction for now. Not forever, but for now. Okay. Now, what are we doing with our marshal right now? We're organizing levies. That is perfect. That is what we want him to be doing. What else can we do here? We can imprison some criminals, and that might not be a terrible concept if there are some decent ones to do here. And actually, yep, there is. Fantastic. So we'll get this guy imprisoned, and then we'll immediately ransom him back for 50 gold. Now, this crusade is going to be out over here. That's a little laggy to zoom in, but now that I've done that once, it should be fine-ish. And the question becomes, just how many crusaders are there going to be? And how grouped will they be? This crusade will launch fairly soon. $90,000? Okay. Interesting. This is not very many people who have pledged to defend the faith. Interesting as well. Not very many people at all. Well, we'll see what happens here. If we have to give up a tiny portion of the Kingdom of East Francia, I'm not that opposed to that. We can always conquer it back later. We're not going to have a problem with that. And, yep, we'll rally the troops. Tengri protect us. And we'll see how many people actually end up joining this. So, this is what we've got right now. Not very many people joining us at this exact moment, but that should be okay. So, we need to look for opportunities up over this way. I think what we're going to do is we're going to immediately raise up our troops somewhere over here. We'll just raise all of our troops. That'll take 5 months to gather. I'm not sure that we'll gather all of those, but we do have some allied troops over here running around. That's great. So we'll raise them on up. And we'll see exactly how this pans out. Where is the Pope right now? The Pope is in Rome. Sounds good. There's some enemies down over here sieging. And we'd like to eliminate these guys before they really can get grouped up, if at all possible. So we're probably going to actually come down here. Kind of just waiting for our men-at-arms to pop in at this point. There are a number of troops filing in from this direction. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to wait for all of our troops to pop in at this point. Where are our men-at-arms? They should be here very soon. And this is fewer troops than I was expecting, for sure. Now, the Independence faction was going to continue to be a problem here. So we will go ahead and make sure that that's not going to be a thing right now. There we go. No problem whatsoever. Excellent. It's only 15,000. We're going to get a big bump of them soon, though. Okay. 10 more days. There we go. That's more like it. And down we go. Excellent. Looks like we did have our allies lose a battle over there. We'll see how that plays out. They are currently at 75,000 troops. So they have roughly double our numbers, but the question is how many are hiding behind this fog? We want to have our best commander possible here. It'll be this guy. Okay. Apparently that war is invalidated. I'm not sure. We're not in a different war. So, sure. Whatever. We're going to make our way down over this way, and we're going to give as much battle as we can right now. We need to do this. We need to eliminate as many forces over this way as we can. And they're just fleeing. Interesting. They're definitely very split up here, and that's useful for us. We can fight them here, and we're very, very pleased to do so. Okay. So this will be a stack wipe, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Where are our troops now? Just a visual issue. Okay. Just needed to tick the day there. That's fine. And we're going to come down here and fight these guys as well. We're hoping to stack wipe them. And let's see here. No ticking war score currently. It's just occupations. That's fine. And the sway scheme. Actually, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. How are we doing on our sway anyway? We're not quite maxed there. So yeah, that's okay. Once again, where are our troops right now? Oh, they're in this battle. Oh, that makes me so sad. However, we can come down this way once we clean these guys up, I guess. Very awkward here. Okay. Now we're going to try to chase over this way. We need to eliminate as many of the troops down on this side as possible. And they're going to pop down over here. Cool. So we catch them. I like it. They are up to 80,000 troops now. They've gained more troops than we've slain. It's not great. Okay. So we defeat this force. And we don't really expect... Actually, we got some prisoners there? Or... No, that's just decent battles. Cool. So there's a lot of them up over here, right? And the question becomes... Do we try to fight them? I feel like they have numbers on us up there. I really do. There's no ticking. This is the Kingdom of East Francia here. So they're claiming basically this territory is what's going on. Let's go up over here, and we'll do a bit of a resupply and take back this territory. Our allies are getting caught a little bit. That's not very great. Looks like they're not working together too much. 22 days? What's the supply limit like over here? 9K? Okay. We'll just siege this back. That'll be fine. I'm okay with this for right now. We'll take this back. And they're piling in over here a little bit. Okay. I kind of want to come up over here and see what's going to happen. I doubt they'd be willing to... No, there's no possibility of white piecing here. We are going to do the large cattle herd. Oh, it failed. Sad. That was an 80% chance. They're actually fleeing in front of us. Fascinating. Very fascinating here. Cap for occupation is -150. That's good to know. We are running kind of low on supplies. We need to remember that. The question is, do they have a numerical advantage here? And I believe that they do. Okay, we're fighting these guys, I guess. They're a hostile force. And I don't like that. And there's also this independence faction. They're being absolute jerks by brewing right now. But we'll just go ahead and deal with that. Nope, go away. No problem here. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so there's those guys dealt with. Can we call people into this? Actually, we can call this guy in. Sure. We'll definitely go ahead and call in our dynasty member. And the question then becomes, where are these guys going? Away is the answer. Okay, this guy joins the war. They're fleeing. Okay, he used his hook. That's fine. If we're able to continue taking battles like this is going to be huge. That was a stack wipe right there. If we can continue picking off portions of their army like this, then we win. Period. End of story. We'll siege this back 19 days while we wait for these guys to walk around a bit and look for another good opportunity to pick off a force. They're currently down to 71,000. We've killed 10,000 of their troops. Cool. So we take this back. Other opportunities. We have to move pretty quick. Otherwise, we're going to run into major supply issues. Now, if we fight this here, I suspect that this is going to be a big battle. Let's find... They're running. But they're going to come in. But they're going to trickle in over time. Oh my. This is spicy. Oh, wow. This is such a big deal. Their timing was very bad to come in there. And now, we can come stack wipe this force. We're currently winning this war handily. Okay. So, there's these guys down here that we need to go deal with. For sure. We do have a lack of Chancellor, and this guy will do. We'll put him in. Okay. We need to come down here now. Let's go. We're at 18% war score at this time. What occupations do they have? Just these. Fantastic. Ooh, look at this. They're locked in. This is another stack wipe. Their maneuvering is very poor here. Excellent. We're going to come in down here. This is going to be another fairly big war. Or another fairly big battle. But look at that. They're down to 55,000 troops. They are definitely losing this. They're running? Kind of. They're moving around in a really awkward fashion, is what they're doing. They're kind of grouping up and walking away. I'm okay with this. We're going to split our force in half. And we're going to siege both of these back. We need to resupply. And that's something that we're going to do. So, at this point, these guys are going to split. And we're going to move over to here. We're going to then grab only our mangonels and move them up here. Okay. Now we're going to take this back, but we're going to split this, and we're going to move out the mangonels from this force. And these guys are going to go over to here. We're just resupplying while we're getting this done. Excellent. Now they're moving around up here. That's fine. Okay. I was hoping for a resupply here. Yeah, we should be getting one. However, look at this opportunity. In we go. They're going to turn around, yeah, but our troops are going to get there first. Excellent. We're at 22% war score at this time. And this is a big catch again. We're not going to stack wipe them, but they're down to 49,000 troops. There we go. Now, we can come down this way and see if we can catch this force. They're immediately running. So instead, we're going to go for this force. They're immediately running as well. But look at this. This is a hostile force. I don't like that. That's not great. We have more troops in this. There we go. That updated. Okay, there's a dangerous faction here. Once again, an independence faction being absolute jerks right now. Is there anything we can do about this gentleman? Yes, we can. Our son and player heir, we'll go with this guy. That wouldn't get us an alliance? What? Why wouldn't this get us an alliance? She's unlanded. Oh, different person? Different person. I see. That's not... He's not her liege. Okay, that's not great. He's at 80 opinion of us. That's really rude, actually. That he's at 80 opinion of us and leading this faction. Let's max his opinion and see if he'll leave. There we go. He left it. Good. Or no, he didn't. He didn't leave it. He's at maxed opinion of us and is just chilling in this faction right now. What a jerk. Okay, we're going to head down here. And we're going to catch this force next. We do get a perk here. We're going to take detailed ledgers. We need the additional cash badly. Our heir is currently unmarried, and we want to give him someone with high stewardship like this. Okay. Excellent. He's just chilling in this faction. I mean, we can do something about this guy. Okay, there we go. And hopefully, this guy will leave the faction eventually. We definitely do not need an independence faction right now. That is the last thing that we currently need. He's down to 48,000 troops, but our troop count is dwindling as well. Can definitely see that they have occupied Zurich here, up over this direction-ish. Where is Zurich? Where have they occupied it? Zurich is like down here, isn't it? Yeah, over this way. That's not too relevant to us, in my opinion. We're going to come up over this way and see about catching this force. But we do need to reinforce. That is for sure. We need to reinforce and resupply for a bit. So we're going to catch these guys, no problem. This should be a stack wipe as well. They have more troops on the way in. I'm okay with this. Oh, they got there on exactly the day the battle was going to end. Okay. Well, we'll beat them as well. Maybe we'll capture the Pope. I mean, nope, the Pope is still in Rome. So that's not going to be a thing. But I mean, we'll continue killing these troops. Absolutely. We're up to 51%. And at this point, we need to head over this direction. Because we need to resupply for a bit. I mean, we'll stack wipe this. One troop. That took way longer to stack wipe than I would have expected. This guy is still chilling in this faction. Or actually, no, he's not. He did leave the faction. This guy is now the problem. Okay. Well, that we can handle. Cool. There we go. No problem there for a little while anyway. And we're going to head up over here, and we're just going to resupply for right now. We desperately need to resupply and reinforce. So we're going to split this in half, and then we're going to split this in half, and then we're going to split this in half. Like so. We're at 51% war score right now. These guys did not go where I told them to. Go here. There you go, buddies. Okay. So what faction is this? Populists. Nothing I can really do about this guy, except I will ask him to convert. We'll see if he will. He declined. Okay. Oh, wait. There's something we can do here. This would have to be... Perfect. That'll do... That won't get us an alliance. Sad. Maybe we'll be able to negotiate one? Let's see. Nope. That's not a thing. What are our odds of imprisoning him? 4%. This is really bad timing. Like, incredibly bad timing for factionalism to be brewing. Of course, the reason it's brewing is because our troop count looks low, and that is because we're currently fighting this massive crusade. They're being very rude right now. Very, very rude, these vassals. We're going to make our way up over this direction, continuing to resupply along the way if we can. Where are we going for each of these? Okay, these guys are traveling. Excellent. We need to deal with this force over here. And honestly, I think we just have to let this fire and maybe use mercs to take them down. Yeah, we may have to do that. It's not the end of the world, if that's what we have to do. Hiring mercs was always in the cards for this particular war. Okay, let's get in here, guys. We need to eliminate these forces. There we go. Our reinforcements are on the way, and they will arrive eventually. Excellent. Okay. We lost our marshal, and we'll put in this guy. Wait, faction disbanded? Hang on a moment. Independence faction was disbanded. I'm not seeing this as a dangerous faction anymore. What happened? Ah, their military power just dropped below the threshold slightly. Okay, cool. So we're going to fight this force over here. We are going to be capped on battle war score soon. We need to remember that. These guys are on their way in. But this battle is over. And we're just going to chill here. We're going to group all of these together, make sure our best leader is in charge. Chances are even. That I don't like. And this guy's back to being a jerk. Yeah, that's not shocking after that battle. I really wish we could just white piece. But that's not going to be a thing. Okay, so these guys are filing in here. And it looks like we are indeed going to win this. As I said, we're nearly capped on battle war score. So we're going to need to start doing some occupation soon. And I'm just looking at where enemy locations for that would be. Down over here might be our best bet. Okay, there's another victory for us. How are the Catholic armies looking? Actually, they're comparable to ours at this point. So that is great. We're going to head down over this direction, since there are enemy troops over here. And we're going to start a siege. We're at 75% war score right now. Now, what are these other locations? Zurich, and is it just down here in the Zurich area? Yeah, it's just that. Okay. So we're going to come in over here and see if we can catch anything. The answer is we can't. So instead, we're going to make our way down over this way. Yeah, these guys are being absolute jerks right now. You'll have it in death. Okay, so where are they at? They are up over this direction. How many troops do they actually have? 20,000. They're all very spread out, as peasant factions tend to be. Where's their leader at? Is he not in any faction? He's not in any of these. He's not leading his troops right now. Maybe he will. But for now, that's not a thing. So what we're going to do at this exact moment is we're going to hire in some mercs. And what mercs are we going to hire? Well, we actually can't afford any of these. Sad. Very sad. Guess we're not going to hire mercs. We will instead call in our dynasty member into the Caberite Uprising and see if he'll deal with that maybe for us. That would be nice. We'll see if he will. He will join. And in the meantime, we need to figure this particular problem out down here. So we're going to then split some of these forces off. And we're going to split off the horse archers and like half of these levy troops. Something kind of like this. We're going to send them over to Limburg. And then these guys, we're going to split off roughly half and send them over here. We're trying to do a little bit of resupply, although this is kind of hostile territory. We're more not trying not to take attrition here, is more what this is. Okay. So we'll take this. And you can see here we're at 93% battle war score. Ah, this isn't counting towards the war score. Right. We have to go down to Switzerland. Okay. Down to Switzerland we go. That'll be fine. And we're going to come down here. It'll take a while to get there, and we're going to lose supplies along the way and lose men along the way. But it is what it is. Oh, this is nice. This is actually very nice. I'm very glad to see this. Solid. So down, down, down to Switzerland we go. I would normally say it's time to put a cut in here, and it is time, but I want to deal with this crusade, ideally. I'd love to see this be over by the time this episode is over. So let's see if that's a viable thing. Do we have anything we can do with this gentleman? Not particularly, other than end the crusade quickly. Throw him in jail. Okay. So, we're going to siege this back. And we're going to split this in half and send them over to here. Split this in half, send them over to here. And then once they arrive here... Hang on. All of our siege weapons are going the wrong way. I'm dumb. We need to swap these. No, this is right. This is right. This is right. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay. We'll take this back. We'll swap these. Okay. We're at 78% right now. And once we get this back, we'll send them over here. And swap these. 82%. Okay. Took an attrition tick there. That's always rough. And this is not sieging, of course. So just this last siege here, 3 months on that. We're going to resupply a bit over here. Okay. Our wife eloped. That's problematic for us, to be sure. Just do this. Just to get us back under our domain limit. And these guys are still being jerks, although we can deal with this guy in theory. We may have to bounce that faction. We'll see. Okay. 4 months over here, and there are these Tengri populace as well. Again, a lot of these will go away the moment this crusade does. We've got 3 months on that. Hopefully we get good rolls here. That would be ideal. How are their sieges up this way going? Slowly is the answer. Very slowly. That's great for us. 40 days. How are we going over here? 3 months, 4 months. Okay, 16 months, 8 months. Sounds good. Okay. So the majority of these troops are going to get put down once we are done with this war, with this crusade. I'm hoping it's only going to be a 10% swing. Might actually should no, it should be 10%. Yep, 92%. So at this point, we have to come up here and fight them. It's going to take too long. This independence faction will pop by then. Okay, we're going to have to bounce it. So we're going to need to break this guy's betrothal. I'm dumb. We needed a princess's betrothal broken. Okay. That hurts a lot, breaking these betrothals, to be sure. So this is just going to bounce the faction and buy us some time. That's the idea here. So we're going to make our way up and hopefully get some resupply on the way. Do we have enough at this point to hire mercs? We do. One of these. Only 800 troops. That's really not a lot. So I think I'll hold off on it. These guys will fire in 3 months. Make that 2 months. And anything we can do about her? No. Well, they're populous, so if they have to fire, they have to fire. This crusade is really obnoxious. We are getting ticking war score. We might actually end this before this siege ends. That would be a huge deal if so. Actually, we are going to. It's over. The crusade is over. We are going to walk up this direction. It's going to take a very long time and be pretty expensive to get there. But that's okay. The crusade is done. That's the important thing here. We won the crusade. Okay. We're going to group all of these guys together. And we are going to split off a number of these levy troops. We need no more than like 8... Actually, we need no more than like 5,000 troops here. We want to put down a bunch of these. We want these guys to make their way back over here. And then these guys, we want them to come up over this way. They'll arrive there in 9 months. That's okay. These guys are going to be put down. They can only disband in a friendly area because we are in this Caberite uprising right now. So over we head, and we are going to need to deal with both of these. But a big part of this is going to be putting these troops down. That's going to be a big, big deal to this number here, which is the number that matters. Come on, guys. You can make it. They're so slow. Anytime now. Okay. Yes, we're not going to be able to re-raise these guys for quite a while. That's a bit of a lag spike. Okay. Yes, 4 years. That's fine. You can immediately see that number shot up dramatically. And we're hoping that that has an effect on this landscape. Now, as far as these guys go, we may have to let that fire, but let's see. Okay, that recalculated. They can still send an ultimatum at any time, technically. But their discontent is now dropping. If they don't send it before this recalculates, then we're good. Come on, discontent, drop. To 97. Any moment now. Okay, too weak to send an ultimatum. Good. Fantastic. That was a bit of a butt clencher, I'll be honest. This guy, we need to get an alliance with. Luckily, we can do that. Bam. No problem. And I think that's our factionalism dealt with for right now. Now, where is this guy at? He is in this army over here. We're going to start raising troops over here. We don't expect troops here for a while, but if we get enough, then that'll be great. We need around 5,000 at minimum. And we'll tell them to go on in over here when they're ready. So this is Tengri Populace. These guys are back up. Okay, that's because we're raising these, I'm assuming? I'm assuming. Well, how are we doing over here? We have about 2,000 troops. We need more than this. These guys are going to be able to send their ultimatum at any time, as of next month. We only need to get one person out of this faction. And we can do that. Okay, we're going to have to break a betrothal, and it will be this lady's betrothal. It's not ideal, to be sure. Hello, fine title. But that should, in theory, buy us a little time. Now, this is not going to be super helpful, in theory. Yeah, that independence faction is still going to be growing, but that'll be done soon. So we have 4,000 here. 4,300. 4,500. I'm going to call this good enough. We're going to go in. We need to eliminate this. We have 6 months. Let's do it. Okay. Fingers crossed. Are these guys going to move in? I assume they are. So far, they're not. Fascinating. They don't appear to be too interested. These guys are going to move into here. Okay, cool. Oh, we captured him. Perfect. Okay, disband all. Okay. Now it's definitely time to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see what this recalculates to, and see how we want to deal with this independence faction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.